Offering people shares in your business doesn't incentivize them to work harder. I learned this the hard way. So let me give some context. So when I first started my business, you're always bootstrapped. You're always trying to incentivize the best people to come and work for your business, right? And you're like, how can I motivate them? Can they buy into my vision? Can they buy into what I'm trying to achieve here? Because people with a shared vision, of course, you're going to be able to scale your business so much faster, so much quicker. And as you say, two heads is better than one, right? So in the early stages of my entrepreneurial journey, I used to say, when I come up with ideas or various projects, and I've already invested in this, and I've bought cars, I've bought the office, whatever it may have been for this particular business, I always used to say to myself and say to people, well, first I say to myself, how can I get this person on board? I'm going to offer them a salary, I'm going to offer them money, and in addition to that, so that they work as hard as I work, I'm going to offer them shares in the business. And very quickly did I learn that does not incentivize or motivate people to work as hard as you. Number one. And number two, I recognized very quickly from multiple experiences with myself and also others, they don't care, respectfully. What do I mean by that? Not that they don't care about the you or the business. When payday is due and their salary is due, whether the business has performed or not, you better have that money ready. Now, that's cool. And I understand perhaps maybe, when you're trying to build something with someone, sometimes as a business owner, as a director or a partner, you get paid last. And everything must be paid. Everyone must be paid before you take any money, because you need the machine to keep going. You need the business to keep operating. But what I found when I was incentivizing people, and I said, all right, you know what? Let's do this together. And you're seeing what's coming in, but obviously we're building, we're putting money back in, we're doing this, we're doing that. You're seeing what's happening, but I hope you understand, sometimes there's a month where there isn't any money. Oh boy, was I wrong. Oh boy, was I wrong. Because this is not one occasion, not two occasions. This is me connected with multiple of my business partners and associates. It doesn't incentivize them enough. Some people are just good employees and keep them as that. Give them a bonus if required, and even that, some people are not incentivized by. They're not incentivized by the bonus. Give them a bonus maybe, give them a fair salary, and you crack on with your shares. Sell your shares to someone that's putting money into your business or purely working on the performance of the business, right? Now, in hindsight, what could I have done better? Or what could I have done differently? Maybe I would have structured it whereby I say, this is your percentage share, and anything that comes into the business, that's your percentage share, off the net, off the gross, whatever it may be. And to be honest with you, if I'm looking at it now as a commercially, I just wouldn't offer anybody to work for me unless they are bringing clients in from another organization and they have that value and that power. It's just not worth it for me. Or they're just so valuable because they've been doing this 20 years. They're elite in their industry, and I don't need to go. They're not just helping me out here. They are bringing something tangible to the table. I'm just not doing it. Can you deliver on the spot? Pitch it rich. Listen, if you are interested in entrepreneurship, if you are an entrepreneur, if you think you've got the pitching skills and you are highly competitive and you want to have some fun, go and check out our game, Pitch It Rich. You're going to love it. And I see that in recruitment. Some of my friends are doing recruitment businesses, and my associates and business partners, they're doing recruitment businesses, and they're trying to hire that one key person. And that one key person, when they leave, just by nature of them leaving, 20 of their clients will come with them and the business starts overnight. Bang. That's understandable. very, very unique circumstances and environments and spaces whereby this actually works. So I've tried this a few times, doesn't work. You're left holding the baby at the end because ultimately when a bill needs to be paid, this isn't how we're going to get out of this. It's how are you going to deal with this? And that's just been my experience. I'm speaking from a place of experience. I'm speaking from a place of my lived experience. Perhaps other people have managed to do it more successfully, but that's been my experience. So when you're bootstrapping, when you're starting the said business, and you're trying to convince somebody to get on board, and you're going to incentivize them with shares, like you got to prove yourself. Yeah. Maybe now I'll structure it in a completely different way. Performance-led, business and yourself. That doesn't work. Your shares, you can't get no shares. And yeah, over time, it's just not worked itself out when I've offered this to various people. And they've been cool as well. Like they've been good. They've been hardworking. They are good employees. Let's keep it like that. They are good employees. Let's not overcomplicate it. Let's not over-engineer it. They're good employees. Offer them a salary and a performance-based bonus based on the company performance and their performance. Halas. Done. Anyway, so that's been my experience offering individuals shares in a business to get them to work harder. Whether I did it the right way or the wrong way, that's been my experience. But just by listen, you offer me percentage in your business that you're investing in. I haven't got to put no money in. And I have the time right now to deploy my energy into your business. And you're giving me a percentage of that business. What? You don't know what's about to happen to your business. I'm putting absolutely everything into it. Now, I'm not saying people don't work hard, but I'm saying that there is a cap on in terms of where they go, and there's still a level of expectation from you as the business owner that they don't care about because they're the shareholder or not. So that's been my experience. So think about it this way. Think about this before you ever decide to offer shares to somebody in your business as a way to attract them or incentivize them. And yes, there is a place and a time for this, but it's very dependent on the talent and what they're bringing to the table, for sure. And if they promise you the world, then just note it down as a KPI. Based on these KPIs that you promise to deliver, this is what it looks like. And yeah, I'm getting old now, so it's like, if I ever had to have that conversation again, it would be a very interesting one. I think my negotiations would be very different. They would have to bring something real tangible that I can't get from paying somebody. Why are you taking a percentage of my business? In fact, they were insane for not making the most of this. Like, why are you taking a percentage of my business when I can pay someone to do this for me? Pay for get an investor to give you the percent to sell those shares to and deploy that capital into employing really good staff. That's how I would operate. That's how I would deal with it. Let me know if this has been useful to you in the comments. Until next time,